Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel, The Cool Crone. I'm Colleen Pearl, and for this video we're going to be doing a tarot reading about the month of November for you. Okay Taurus, this throw is arranged in 4 columns of 4 cards each. So there's 1 column for each week in the month of November. So I'm going to start with column 1, the first week. The first card up is the 8 of Wands. So at the very top of the month, things are busy for you. Lots of stuff is coming at you, either lots of requests to do things, maybe lots of people, lots of things coming at you. So it's a very busy beginning of your month. Then the next card is the 9 of Wands. So you're going to feel a little beleaguered by all of that activity and feel like you need to kind of protect yourself and maybe take a break. But you have it in you to handle it all. It isn't that it's overwhelming, it's just there's a lot. So you just need some acknowledgement. Then we have, and this is all in the first week, you have the 10 of Cups. So something really happy is going to happen for you in the first week of November. Some kind of event surrounding your family or good news for your family. There's going to be some really happy event, a celebration of some kind in the very first week of November. And then at the end of the first week, we have the Ace of Wands. So you are taking a new action. You are doing something that declares that you are here, you are ready, you are the one taking control, and you're taking the action. So while the beginning of the week is all about just stuff happening, just more and more and more stuff happening, by the end of the week, it's you saying enough. And maybe that's what you are saying is, enough, I'm done with all of this, just everybody throwing a million things at me. I'm declaring what I can do, and that's all I can do. So maybe you're shutting the doors on all this activity happening. Okay, week 2. Week 2 starts out with the 3 of Wands. A lot of wands in this reading. So your whole month, yeah, there's even more wands over here. So your whole month is going to be about action and creativity. Lots of things happening for you. There may be a little conflict in with all of that action, but I think, you do have this happy 10 of Cups card in the first week. So I don't think you're going to be too worried about things. There's also some other really, really pleasant cards coming up in the rest of the weeks. But the 3 of Wands is the man looking out and surveying his kingdom. So I guess after you declare this is enough, or this is what I'm going to do with your Ace of Wands at the end of the first week, I guess what you're doing is looking out and surveying what it is that you really have to handle and just getting the lay of the land and deciding what are you going to do with this. Now the next card after that is the 7 of Cups. This is the Illusions, Delusions card. So it could be that you're not quite seeing the whole picture surrounding a situation, probably having to do with the way you brand yourself, the way you identify yourself to the world. So you want to make sure that the world sees you for who you really are. And there's a little problem with that either you don't see yourself exactly as you are, or you feel like people are not seeing you exactly as you are. Then the following card is another wand. It's the Knight of Wands. Now this is definitely a knight who takes action. So this is going to be a person who has your back. This is a person who is taking action on your behalf. This is somebody who is, I'm thinking of a football team where you have the blockers who are going out and blocking everybody so that the quarterback or whoever has the ball can just run right through, right? So you've got somebody who's really taking all the knocks for you and making sure that whatever it is that you're trying to do can go off without a hitch. At the end of the second week, however, you do feel a little bit trapped. So perhaps the person who is helping you, perhaps there's strings attached and they're expecting something for the help that they're giving you, and you feel like, no, that isn't the way I want things to go, and feeling a little bit hemmed in by that. But keep in mind that when this card comes up, although the swords are all around her, she can get out of this at any time. This is more in her mind than an actual physical restraint. So keep that in mind, Taurus. You're not actually restrained. The following card, also a wand. My gosh, we have a theme going here. And this is the Page of Wands. Now, this looks like an older person, but he's the caller, the crier of the town. He's the one who brings news. And so in the third week of November, and that's just right after Mars goes direct, but this guy is the town crier. He's telling everybody what's the news, what's happening. And so this may help you out in your situation. This person may be declaring that you are this new thing, or you have changed your brand in some way. So this could be a very helpful person to you as well. Maybe, hopefully, without the strings attached that the Knight of Wands gave you. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. Finally, it's not a wand. Finally, we have a card that's something else. Well, we had the Seven of Cups, but this is the Four of Pentacles. So this means that you're really going to be hanging on to what you have. You could even be hanging on too tightly. But given the activity, the extreme amount of activity that's been going on this month, it may be a normal reaction. Now, as I said, Mars will have just gone direct just at the end of the week before this. So you could feel an extreme urgency of movement. You could feel like things are really going maybe even out of control, to where you feel like you have to put the brakes on and hang on to things. So there could be a good reason for this. Just don't make this your normal habit of just hanging on to everything, because that's just too cliche that Taurus just hangs on to money. You know, you don't have to do that. You attract money. You don't have to hang on to it. Then we have the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is a woman who is bringing forth truth. Right? The swords are communications, they're letters, they're talking, they're speeches, they're social media, they're things on the internet, they're news, newspapers, etc. So the Queen is also, just like the Page of Wands, the Queen is also giving out information about you. So whatever has been put out there, you want to control that. You want to make sure that it's the truth. You want to make sure that it is on brand, that it is representing you in the right way. So hopefully this is a friendly person. It could be a journalist. It could be an investigator. It could just be somebody who writes about you. If this is a company, this could be the person doing the company newsletter. But you just want to make sure that the truth that the words that are being put out there are the truth. Then we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a happy card, very happy card. Happy home, happy family, happy life. So all of this activity that has been happening for the first 3 weeks in November are really going to culminate with happy stuff. So it's just work. You're just working. You're just trying to make a difference, change your brand a little bit. And in the end, it's all going to work out for you very well. And you're going to feel this is the moment of relaxation. And I think this occurs like right before the week that starts the Thanksgiving week. So that's kind of a nice time to feel this bit of relaxation, of finally being able to exhale after all of this work and, trying to make all these things happen. Okay, now the fourth week. The fourth week of the month starts with a beautiful card. It starts with the Star. And this is the card of hope. This means that whatever it is that you're trying to put out there is probably going to be successful, that you are going to be received by the public or people near you in a very positive way, that there will be love and respect and joy surrounding this project. So you don't really have to worry about this. This is going to be all right. And that's a good thing that you don't have to worry, because the next card is about strife. So this is another wand. This is the Five of Wands, and all these yahoos are trying to beat each other with these sticks. But if we look carefully at the card, they're not really hitting each other, though. If you look carefully at the card, they're all wearing different colored shirts that are pretty much symbolic of them being different factions in some way, maybe different families, different companies, different ideas, schools of thought. And none of their sticks are actually hitting anybody else. It's more that they're warding off their competition And that's what this is probably about. So again, if we're talking about somebody who's trying to establish a new brand, this might be other brands saying, well, wait a minute, we already do that, and they don't want you to compete with them, or something like that. But it's not physically people fighting, so you don't have to worry about that. Because again, the Star is a really strong card. This is a minor arcana. This is not nearly as strong as the Star, which is a major arcana. So the Star is telling you that, you know, these are going to be good times ahead. So the next, you know, this little Five of Wands is just saying, well, there's going to be a few naysayers. There's going to be a few people who say, well, not quite so fast, but you'll survive this. Now the next card, also a major arcana. This is the Chariot. So you begin with the Eight of Wands, which is the minor arcana card for things moving fast. And almost the last card in your reading is another card for things moving fast. This says that you have put out to the universe that you want this thing to go, that you've begun it, you've put the effort into it, you've laid the groundwork, and now it's off and running. And the Chariot means that it is a runaway train, man. It is happening. And not a runaway train in the way that it's just, you know, chaotic and out of control. But it's a runaway train in that nothing's going to stop it. So whatever you've put in motion, this is going to go forward. And you've got the Star of Hope here as well. So this is going to go in a very successful way for you. That's good. That's very exciting, Taurus. Really exciting. Now the final card, this is kind of unusual that this would show up in this position for the fourth card in the fourth week. This is the card of making a journey. And usually it comes up when people are trying to move from a bad situation into a good situation. But it is a sword card, so it does have to do with communications. And I'm going to say that this is you moving from the old to the new, and moving quickly, and feeling like you're so compelled to move out of the old that you can't wait to get to the new. And that would also explain why you're getting a card of strife. And I think the strife is really in your mind, that other people may be naysayers, they may be negative about what you're trying to do. Really, who cares what they're saying? You're just moving on. And the Star and the Chariot are saying that you're going to be moving on in style. So it's a great 4 weeks for you, Taurus. There's a lot that's going on. With all these wands in the reading, there's a lot of action. So don't forget to also listen to your rising sign forecast. That's going to be really important for you this month. Be sure to subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you can get a notification every time we upload a new video. Please give me a thumbs up if you can. That really helps the channel. And give me a comment below and let me know how this reading affected you. Thanks so much for watching.